that while our work is important, it's not the most important. Because yes, we can work hard. We can pursue and build and create things, and we can pour all that we are into the work that we do. But when we do that, we're not actually mimicking the Creator. Because God didn't create a gigantic factory in order to find a more efficient way to move one pile of stones over to another pile of stones. No, God created a garden and put creatures and animals and people there in order to be in relationship together. If we make the mistake of thinking that all that we are, or all that we're worth, or that our identity is only found in our job, then we will be disoriented in our hearts. And especially in a hard-working culture like the one we find ourselves in, it is easy for that to become idolatry. Think about how we talk to our children. What are you going to be when you grow up? As if your job is all that you are. If your job is all that you are, who are you when you get retired? If your job is all that you are, who are you when someone else gets promoted over you? Your job will have taken God's rightful place in your heart. No one at the end of their life says, you know what? I wish I had spent less time with my family and more time working on my job. Again, the work that God has for us to do is important. It's just not the most important. I think a powerful example of this was found in the gospel when Jesus would retreat off to a quiet place. By this point, Jesus has become pretty popular, pretty well known around the towns. And the people and the work is literally lining up outside the house. And the disciples can't find Jesus. They don't know where he is. And so they go looking for him, and they find him off in a secluded place praying. What are you doing, Jesus? All these people are depending on you. There's work to be done. You can rest or you can pray later. And how does Jesus respond to that? Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to the next town so I can preach the gospel there as well, for that is the reason why I have come. We remember the Sabbath and take time to rest in order to remind us of what is most important. Because dare say nobody would argue that the work that Jesus was doing in that town wasn't important. It just wasn't the most important. And Jesus refused to allow the tyranny of the present to keep him from choosing the better thing: fellowship with the Father. As he would say later in Luke chapter 10, Martha, you are concerned with many things, but only few things are needed. Indeed, only one. And Mary has chosen the better thing, and it will not be taken from her.